Virginia Tech, and that means it's time for Enter Sandman. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Virginia Tech Hokies. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Checking in with the Yellow Jackets head coach before the game. This is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
To the air, it's Baker. Gets it out fast. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. This quarterback part of their running game. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Fundamental football with the Hokies. We talk about special teams, but the running game has always been part of their DNA.
And when you continue to find guys at the running back spot like David Wilson and those guys that you can feature, you can give them the ball, establish that physicality, establish that playmaking, it gets everything rolling for this offense.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Baker. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the Hokies line up to punt it away. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Yellow Jackets offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And onto the field comes Malachi Hosley. They want him to take care of the ball, do the dirty work, be good in pass pro, and make plays when he has a chance.
What a challenge for this running back here. This late in the season against a conference opponent, one of the better run defenses in the entire country, too. We know this guy's been an absolute game breaker toting the rock, but this defensive coaching staff has had a lot of time and a lot of film all season to watch this guy and watch the schemes of this running attack. It'll be interesting to see if this guy can break through in one of his biggest tests of the year.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On the ground, it's Hosley. Fights off a defender.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Give to the running back. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Finds his big tight end. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield. It's May. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Here's a heat, and they got it.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Complete. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And had they not picked up that 1st down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
How about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Makes the catch. It's Keith. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical in the line of scrimmage by this offense.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
It's complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Now on the move. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line.
949 Rockstar. 949 Rockstar. Now, ready.
big tight end. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the fourth quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pocket breaking down. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Looking to pass. It's Mendoza. Throws to the wideout. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now in this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
He'll try to do it himself. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be fourth down. And the Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Overton. Turning it on! Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And a great job on the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
With the catch, it's Green. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Gonna run it. It's Hawkins. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Hokies come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They want to run this quarterback. Maybe a crease. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Hokies are flying down the field. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
The offense changing the play. Running inside. It's Hawkins.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the air, it's Baker. It's complete on the right side. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Hokies headed quickly to the line. The run inside. It's Overton. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Holds and fires complete to the right. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. This is a designed run. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
And I love the aggressiveness and physicality of this defense. 3rd down, they run the football. You say absolutely not. This is a strength of this offense. Usually, they're really good at converting 3rd downs. This defense just stood up and made a play.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Number 17, set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Throws to the tight end. Pulls it in. It's Harris. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Under fire. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Yellow Jackets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Plows through the defense. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. It just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Yellow Jackets will punt it away on 4th down. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Keeps it on the option. They didn't get anybody blocked, didn't fool anybody. They'll lose yardage, and it's 3rd down here late in the half.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And man, this is not the plan that they drew up defensively. Like trying to get stops, trying to get them off the field. They finally get them to a 3rd down situation, and they still can't execute. So slow start for this defense. They better find some answers because they've already dug themselves a hole.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Virginia Tech wants to take a moment. They call their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Hokies now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass, it's Baker. Fires to the wideout. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. And they'll stop him short of the 1st down, and they've got a timeout if they want to try to get the ball back before halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our coverage with Florida State taking on the number 10 team, the Miami Hurricanes.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The rambling wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. The Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Slips through the line. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. To throw, it's Baker. Under fire, being chased. Flies to the ground, picks up the 1st down, and avoids the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Not much there on the line. He gets 1 to the 31.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Trying to set up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Hokie. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the field.
Wide receiver going in motion. Here comes the heat. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Gets the back moving. Calls his own number. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. From the red zone, looking for a man. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. The Yellow Jackets go back to work after moving the chains through the air. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
All right, defense, nice job early in the game, playing well with your backs against the wall. Job's not over yet, though. This is an offense that has shown that they go for it on fourth down, especially during these situations.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The give on the option. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback keep. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
I just love the individual one-on-one effort by the defense there. Offense trying to go option, QB keeps it, but just too many defenders winning their one-on-one battles, defeating blocks, and getting the tackle for loss.
Looking to throw, it's Baker. On target. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Going with the counter play here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's going to take off inside the 35. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Hokies are marching down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Baker. Makes the grab. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. They'll come to the line needing 4 yards for a 1st down. They're already 2 for 2 on this drive. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. A great catch and run for 6. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the... college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
And he'll... take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the left. Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, They haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Gets it to him on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Bringing the heat. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Here's the pressure. Going downfield for the big play. And they will score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
As quarterbacks, you want to find your best matchup in these critical 4th downs. He found it and took a shot, and it paid off. Huge touchdown.
And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24-10. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Quarterback will keep it. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. And the Hokies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quick completion to the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Ryan. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Quarterback keeps it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Hokies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Georgia Tech spins its 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Keeps it himself. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
On the move, he fires. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. Makes the quick grab. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. And the Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on third down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Trying to get it to the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And in these situations, you're never looked at poorly, right? You can go.
Lets it fly deep downfield. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Running inside, it's Davis. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They go right back to him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The defense working to manage that clock. They use the timeout, 1:55 remaining. It'll be 3rd and long.
Bingo, Ruben, bingo, Ruben. Red 18, red 18.
Looking to throw, it's Ryan. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
And the Hokies will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
A strike downfield. Turns it on down the left side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
And this D's had some good moments today. And they've had a lead, and they've let that lead shrink a little bit now in a big-time moment. Can they step up? Can they make the plays to get the ball back to their offense? They've had a pretty good day, but now it's closing time.
Well, this defense is going to need a few plays now to get some of this momentum back. Remember, they had a massive lead earlier in the game, but that's dwindled now. You wonder if they were just sleepwalking a little bit. They've got to step up now and play with some urgency.
It's incomplete. A fourth down stop and the turnover on downs. And the quarterback takes a knee. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. We're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a